different kind of point, and you can use those points to unlock characters as well. And you can also unlock skins for your characters, which is why I was zooming in. I actually do have a skin for Janna. It is not what she normally looks like. And these skins can only be bought with real world money. The way the champion system works in terms of selection, there is actually a different rotation each week of champions that become unlocked and free to play for the course of that week, and I believe it updates every Monday. So you get a lot of variety that way, and unless you kind of try out the champions and then you can say, oh, this is one I like, I'm going to start saving my points up until I can play this one.
Yeah, so, another thing here, this is pretty bad. I'm pretty sure they all just got Baron Nashor buff.
Again.
Because there's something in this game called wards. So it's basically sight for your team. You place them down on the ground. They're invisible to the enemy team unless you get special things to find them, including seeing invisibility. As you can see, we almost ran into them there. I'm not sure if they had it at that moment, but I think they're maybe like getting it now or something. So it's just it's bad.
We should not have let them get Nashor as many times as we did. We should have been more on top of that, admittedly.
So we do catch Olaf here, actually a little out of position. I do have my ultimate up, but I don't want to use it. As you can see, he's going straight for Janna, which is the thing you'd normally want to do.
Yeah, Janna's very squishy. I do blink to try to get away there, but I have been slowed, and I pop a heal. I think I managed to get away here.
Oh, yeah, we do kill him here.
He does start to run, and then he realizes there's a turret there, so he's forced back the other way, at which point everybody can catch up to him, beat on him. So, again, that's a good example of somebody overcommitting. Admittedly, the Olaf was really good, but his one flaw was probably that he overcommits. So we did get a couple kills off on him just because he ran way too far to try to get a kill.
Definitely. They're kind of piling up on him. There's no fear that they're doing Nashor at this time. So at this point, I think we're just going to go back, try and get some more money, and really just hold out in our base. We can't really push at this point. There's just not a lot we can do in that regard. As you can see, just the minions themselves have been pushing themselves in the top lane, but Annie is there now to mop that up before they do any damage to the turret. And still, we have not broken the second layer of turrets, which is quite unfortunate.
Bit of a problem there. One thing, it does become very hard to push after you've lost some towers because the enemies can then just... If you're pushing in one lane, the enemies can go up another lane where you've lost a bunch of towers, and suddenly you're all the way across the map fighting a tower, and they're in your base, and you have to be forced to run back at that point to try to deal with it. Fortunately, though, we do have Master Yi and Jin Zhao on our team, who are both incredibly good at just destroying turrets, so we're going to send them into the lanes. Master Yi is going to go down bottom and start trying to get out some turrets, and I believe Jin Zhao goes into the top lane and starts trying to nuke them up there, and they actually managed to do a ton of damage to the turrets and really break through, so they did kind of save the team in that respect.
Definitely. It is called backdooring, so it's something you want to do. Evelyn here is caught a little out of position. I'm not sure we get the kill.
Goes for the gank on Hugh, doesn't get it. I die to Olaf again.
Yeah, I die too.
Surprise, surprise.
I don't even get the kill.
Oh, let me down, man.
I've been known to do that quite a bit.
Yeah,
but I think we do actually get a kill up top. Yes.
Do we?
We do. We kill Annie.
Yeah, because 3 of us up there, so.
Yeah, so we did... I mean, overall, we did lose there. And right now it is 47-51 overall. Here's Olaf.
19, 14, 10. Yeah, that's a pretty good record. I also have the same number of deaths as Olaf, but I have 15 less kills, so... I normally do better than this, I promise. Please don't judge me.
And you always like to buy potions, which is very...
Yeah, I use the potions a lot. When you're as squishy as I am, you have to make sure to stay at full health all the time.
So here I think we're going again, and he's going to kill our hero, and I think he might... He's not going to actually get a second kill here, but he does kill our Master Yi very quickly.
Jin Zhao barely lives there.
Yeah. As you can see, Olaf just
Rex.
Really hard to deal with. You have to nuke him really fast. You can't leave him at low health.
Yeah, or else he's just going to attack even faster and stronger, and that's not what you want at all. You will notice if you look at the tab on the left-hand side, Master Yi has like 36 seconds now left on his respawn timer, so that's what we were saying earlier. It does go up. I think he started somewhere around 50 seconds. The longer you go into the game, the longer it takes to respawn, and that just ensures that the game doesn't last for the rest of time. It makes it so that at a certain point, you die, you're going to be dead till the end of the game, because the opponents can just rush in and kill everything.
Right, so it's definitely important to, when you get a kill, try and go for a lot of kills at once. So as you can see, they've been in our quote-unquote jungle, which is kind of the neutral mobs, and they took the blue buff, which is the cooldown reductions and mana regeneration, which is pretty unfortunate. It's not something you want to lose. So here I am.
He decides to solo dragon.
Okay, this is cool. So I have an item that revives me when I die. So the second I die, it takes a couple seconds, and then suddenly I'll come back with like around half HP. And as you can see, then my team initiates, and we actually get 3 kills here and no deaths.
Yeah, so Hugh did some really good baiting there with that item. I mean, that's something you've said before. It basically allows you to be really reckless because you have that respawn on you, and it bought us some time to get into position. It lured them out, so that was... Overall, I'm going to pretend that was a great tactical choice on Hugh's part and not just him overcommitting a little bit and getting himself killed.
Of course I meant to do that.
Of course you did, buddy. But yeah, it did work out for us, so I can't really complain too much. Like I said, 3 kills, no deaths. Pretty good.
So now that 3 of them are dead, as you can see, 3 are pushing bottom. I think I went back to grab some more health as I was pretty low at the time. And because 3 are dead, you can just push tower. And Master Yi is such a good tower pusher. You can just watch this tower melt away.
Dead.
Absolutely destroyed. So here is where we finally break that second wall. It took quite a while.
Yeah, and now we just keep charging engines. That does leave us to go into another lane at this point, but we still have Yi. I throw a shield up on him to help him eat the turret damage a little bit more, and he just starts nuking it down like a madman. So, second turret down, and now we start attacking their inhibitor, which will allow us to spawn some super creeps into their base. Tarek does show up here, unfortunately. We don't get the inhibitor. He does get the kill. I run right past another turret here, so I do have to blink to try to get away. And that second turret would have shot me if it weren't for the fact that it conveniently died right as I got there.
Yeah, so at this point we did our damage. They've all respawned, and here you see Olaf doing the same thing that we did, which is backdooring. So, as you can see, he's just going to absolutely annihilate our Vladimir.
Alright,
which is
so...
quite unfortunate.
We do have them nuking the inhibitor right now. I do believe that that is probably going to go down here, and it's really not looking great for us. We actually do manage to get the Vlad kill, though, before we lose the inhibitor, so it does stay up here. Jin Zhao does manage to deal with that rather nicely, and he's now going to go continue farming creeps, and... at this point, there's a little bit of a battle going on in the middle, I think. There are 3 heroes there. Hugh and Master Yi are going to be running down there, and I don't actually remember quite what happens here. They do have the Nasher buff again, which is really annoying. We accidentally keep letting them get that, which we should not be doing at all. There is a team battle now going on at the top, and they are all going to get away, I believe, and... do I actually die here in my own base? Yeah, Master Yi dies there. Terran just runs in and kills our inhibitor and then tries to run away. And yeah, that's not pretty at all. And then I actually run out too far here. They all jump on me and I die horribly. So that's not fun.
So at this point, I mean, this is one of those positions where there's four guys with Baron buff in your base, and it's really like, okay, let's surrender. But we have stubborn teammates. So actually, I voted to surrender here.
As did I.
Our team said, no, we are not going to surrender. So there goes another of our inhibitors. So we're down another. And Vladimir just poking at the enemies here. I believe he actually overcommits a little bit too much. Luckily for us, Olaf isn't up. Otherwise, this definitely would have
been GG.
Completely gone. So Vladimir's here just trying to protect our 2 inner turrets. These are the 2 last turrets before you get to the Nexus. I'm pretty sure you can't actually attack them before that. Okay, there's where our Vladimir dies. So we do lose our Vladimir there. And here comes our Xin Zhao, who's just going to destroy on people. and he's gonna get the kill, and I believe then he's just gonna
Die.
die. I thought he
That
actually.
didn't go how you remembered it, did you?
And now their Olaf's back, so now is right when we all respawn, which is really fortunate. I think we just kind of like go in here. We're gonna try and take them out.
I did manage to scare away that Jin Zhao that's trying to recall, but
Oh no, not
does Ryu die? No,
No.
Ryu gets away. No, but Olaf is just gonna turret dive and kill me here.
Does he get?
Yeah, he gets me.
We kill him now.
Turret kills him, so questionable whether or not that was really worth it.
Yeah. We do get the kill experience for it, and at this point they all retreat. So this is kind of the point where it's like, okay, we have big super minions spawning into our base. We really just have to sit in our base and defend while they can really do whatever they really want. As you can see, the only outside turret that we have is the inhibitor turret at bottom. We're really just scrambling around, and at this point, I don't even think I was 100% paying attention. I was just kind of giving up a little bit, so it was a depressing time.
Yeah, dark ages of our lives. So, wow, Olaf did 1.4k to me with one attack. Like we said, he is just... And we actually noticed there that there was a Lizard Elder. A Lizard Elder is one of the neutral mobs, and it contributed to my death, so I can only assume that one of them must have, like, kited it all the way from the creep camp in here, at which point it started attacking me or something. Really not entirely sure how that happened, to be honest.
As you can see, just fighting off a couple waves of these monsters, and I'm already pretty low on health. That Evelyn, she can just turn invisible and go right for us, and we still haven't bought an elixir, and we still haven't bought a ward for Nasher, so actually, we still don't know if they're about to take Nasher. So
Which they probably are.
they're probably doing right around now. They're just gonna... They just recently did get it, so unfortunately they can't get it at this moment in time.
Unfortunately for us. Of course, I get stunned there and die again. So I'm up to 17 deaths now. This is a good day for me.
Oh man, you can just see that immense damage on Annie. She is very squishy, and in a normal game you are supposed to focus her first. We didn't get that memo.
Yeah, we kind of focused the tanks first rather than focusing the squishy DPS first, which
There we go.
was not really the smartest, but we do get 2 kills off here now. That works out heavily in our favor. So, can't complain too much, you know. I died, but I was the only person, and we got some nice kills there.
57 to 61 overall kills. As you can see, we're just mopping up here. That Evelyn, I did just buy a elixir that now, the Oracle elixir, so now I can see invisible units, so she cannot sneak up on me anymore. And anyone that's around me, she can't sneak up on. And I was a little bit afraid here. I didn't really want to go and kill these mobs, but I knew that if I didn't, they were just going to continuously push inhibitor, and we really needed that to respawn before we could do anything.
So we are now, like you said, just trying to clean up. We're not really trying to push or anything like that
But
yet.
if you look at bottom, we do have Master Yi doing something called backdooring. So he is in their base, killing their stuff. He just did take out inhibitor there, as you can see. And while we're in our base, now they are forced to recall to go deal with him, which is really good for us. It gives us time to heal up, get rid of